of football comes to an end with a Monday night primetime contest between the Miami Dolphins and the Buffalo Bills. It's our Monday night opener for the season. Both teams are set up, and off we go. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Allen taken right to the air. Hits his target. That's DJ Moore. And some excellent work to drive them all the way up past the 30-yard line. Pickup of 12 on that play. And the Bills have a first down. Well, that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and two guys can't stop one.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Five wide. That's it.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. He's got more once again. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
First and 10 from the 43. First tone of the game for James Cook. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10.
Hey, tight.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Now throw in the direction of DJ Moore. So they're left facing 3rd and long. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Throw here, 3rd down. Knocked away, that's incomplete. Opening drive has arrived at 4th down. So they couldn't throw for it on 3rd down, and as a result, they're headed off the field earlier than expected on their opening series.
Keeping them off the scoreboard, well, that's already a win defensively. Not letting them even cross midfield, that's the cherry on top.
And this doesn't just reach the end zone. He kicked that one all the way through it for a touchback. All right, Miami has its offense set, partner. Here comes 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Here's Willis. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
First couple snaps, first drive of a game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, that opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
Cowboy 80.
Willis in the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. Pushing it up past the 30. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. A pickup of 34 yards on that play. And it's going to be first down Miami.
Yeah, right there. That's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
Throwing on first down, Willis. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And they're going to be forced to regroup a bit ahead of second down.
Yeah, we hear about it all the time. A short memory, right? We hear about it with quarterbacks a lot, Kate, when they make a mistake. But it works the same way for a defense, a whole position group. You have got to flush that big play, come back and play the next play. And boy, did the defense do it there.
Hits him on the in route. And he's tackled after getting this to the opposing 46.
Yeah, these in cuts maybe aren't the hardest throws from a degree of difficulty, Kate, but it does take some courage as a quarterback to throw into congested spaces, but it can pay big dividends.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Let's go now. 70 Lions. Pass the 60. Pass the 60.
Motion the slot man right. A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. That goes as a 4-yard pickup, and it gets him a first down.
A gain of 4 yards. And the Dolphins, first down. A 4-yard pickup on the play. First down, Dolphins.
Opening carry for Devon Achane. And he scampers ahead and gets 2 on the carry.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. Viking 18. Warrior 70.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. To the left side and reeled in by Wilson. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
This is going to be play number 8 of this drive as they set up for 3rd and 5. Shotgun snap now to Willis. And the defender's there to knock this away. That effort means it's 4th down. Well, he's been perfect to that point on the drive block. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
Now, I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah,
and I look at it through those optics so much. But it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
On 4th down and 5, the offense staying out there.
Ready.
They're going to try to throw for it. Forced out to his right. It's caught by Wilson. And he's going to be taken down a yard shy of the 25. So an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble to go for it there on 4th down, Brock. They're moving the chains.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
So we're down to 3 quarters remaining in our opening weekend of football. Couple of zeros on the board right now. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. Back for the start of quarter number 2. It's Dolphin football as we begin. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. Same guy, Wilson again. And they've got him down near the red zone at the 22.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a first down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Willis to the air. That's caught. Devon Achane. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins get the game's first points here in the 2nd. Devon Achane with the touchdown. All right, so a nice little drive they put together there in their first series of the season, partner. And the year begins on a high note with a touchdown.
Yeah, they'll be able to begin this season on a high note with a win. Well, they put more drives like that together, they sure will. But I don't know. I got that Pete Carroll just still bouncing in my brain. It's not how you start, it's how you finish. But you can't start much better than that.
One right down the middle. And the Dolphins take a 7-0 lead as he starts this year 1 for 1. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out on the back of the end zone for a touchback. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
Ready? Five wide. Look out.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. This is complete. Jalen Tolbert. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. They got 21 yards on the play. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. Allen now on 1st down. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it, and he's going to hang on to that football. That's his 1st career interception.
Not an overwhelming amount of running room available, but he made what he could through the traffic on the pick. Everything he got them, just a bonus really anyway. They were certainly satisfied by simply getting off the field.
Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10.
Look at 19. 19, Tiger.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. So that brings up 2nd.
Speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Hits him on the out route. And the tackle's made just beyond midfield at the 48. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the 1st.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum. Keep that defense on its heels.
The ball's on the 48. Here we go. 1st down.
Check, Panther.
Handoff running left. It's a champ. He gets forward, and that's about 4 yards. Sent to the ground by Maxwell Hairston.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, it's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Willis. Completed to his running back. And this one's worked down to the 33 before being stopped. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a first down.
A play like this, that's exactly where you want to get him the ball, right on the outside, where he's got the space and a lot more room to work.
First down now, ball at the 33.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk.
He sent a man in motion.
Hey, Smash. Let's go.
Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Connects on the crosser. And it won't be a touchdown, Brock, but it sure was close. He winds up out of bounds just about a yard shy of the goal line. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
I love this, Kate. No issues at all going to this receiver in the short field because they know at any time when this man touches the ball, he can transform a short completion into a big play.
So after that big play, Brock, they need just that final yard here on 1st and goal.
Ready? 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 18, Pioneer.
From the red zone on 1st. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Tyreek Hill, the touchdown. Right on the edge of the goal line for 1st and goal. And I don't know about you, partner, but that surprised me that they just threw it in. No attempts at running it.
Yeah, I think it is so hard for these defenders. You got to be so keyed in, and physically, you know you've got to stop that run first. So a first down pass play can and certainly was effective.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10.
What's that?
He lays out over the middle to bring that one in. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a first down.
Just 2 minutes to play here in our opening half. More on Monday Night Primetime in just a moment. Football's on the 48. Here we go. First down.
Look out.
Allen. This is thrown towards a defender instead. Man, he's the one who makes a play on the football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on first down.
Incomplete.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass.
319.
Back to the air, Allen. That's brought in, it's his back, Ray Davis. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. And it's a gain of 12 on that one. And the Bills have a first down.
At that down and distance, this group was pretty confident the screen would get him enough yards for the first, and it did. And so long as it keeps working like that, I bet you it'll be a go-to play for them when they need it the next time.
Allen fires out wide, complete. And they bring him down around the 34.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
Regular. What's that?
Again, Allen to the air. He's got Khalil Shakir. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills make it a one-score game before halftime. Well, great work there, Brock. They weathered the storm, and now they've gotten themselves right back into this ball game.
Anybody who's played this game has been here before. The game doesn't start the way you want. You're in a big hole, and all you can do is climb out of it. And the words of Pete Carroll resonate. It's not how you start, it's how you finish.
Ryland tacks on the extra point. And the Bills chop the lead in half. It's down to 7.
14, Bills 7. Chad Ryland to kick off.
And just like that, we're back to a one-possession ball game as the kickoff is away. Has this at the 6. Finds some space, he's past the 30. Field flipping effort there as he's brought down on the opposite side of the 50.
Hey, listen, I get it. I'm as guilty as anyone. So hyper-focused on offense and defense, often forgetting it's special teams in a play like that can swing a game. What a great return now to start out on a short field, and you've got to believe all this offense is thinking is let's capitalize and find that end zone.
1st and 10 now from the 46.
Come on. Set.
He motioned the tight end over.
Ready.
Willis to throw it. Taken in by Hill, right side. Down to the 10. And he will not score, but he got oh so close, Brock. Out of bounds 4 yards shy of that end zone.
It's a gain of
They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
Speed kills, baby. You better make that tackle right away on these receivers or you're going to get some serious yak. Those yards after catch just like that. Taking a short gain and turning it into an explosive play.
They send Hill right. Achan. Nothing on that run. They stand strong and stop him at the 2. Buffalo calls it 2nd time out of the half. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Hey, I get it on 1st and goal, right? A lot of teams like to be conservative and limit risk. Even if a run is stopped short, you still got 2, sometimes 3 downs to play with.
65, 6. Here we go. Go.
To throw, here's Willis. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
That just goes to show you can't take any completion for granted, even on some of the shortest passes in the game plan.
A big moment for them here to begin this new season. Here's 3rd and goal.
Ready? Hawk 70.
Achan. And he's in for the touchdown. The Dolphins grow their lead just before halftime. Devon Achan with the touchdown. A lot of pressure on him in that moment, Brock. Find a way to score. Don't let it go to 4th and goal. And he finds a way to come through and gets in the end zone for 6.
And how about the other side? Beating the defense right there as well. That group who was so close to pulling off the goal line stand, Yet all that motivation wasn't enough to stop him on 3rd and goal.
That one right down the middle. And the Dolphins double their lead to 14.
Bills 7.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. On the return, here's Ray Davis. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him.
At their own 35-yard line.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
They step up to a 2nd and 11 here following the sack.
Gun. Alert! No. Me.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. He's got this complete to James Cook. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
1st and 10 now from the 46. He'll throw it. Left side into the hands of Shakir. And they've got to him just a step or two before he can reach the 40 as he's sent out.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
41-yard line.
Only time left for one more snap, Brock, so they're going to run out their field goal unit. It's a deep shot for him from that left hash. And it doesn't have the leg. They called on him from deep, but he just can't get it there. So that's the halfway point of this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Brock and I will be back right after this.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
We'll see what the first half adjustments of the season are as they're teed up, and away we go in our second half. Fielded at the 7. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down.
At their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Ready?
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Dumps it off to his running back. And he's going to be sent out of bounds just after he crosses the 35. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
You know, Kate, over the years, I have heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
Got it. Ready?
They've got 1st down here from the 36.
Let's go now.
Working from the gun, it's Willis. Trying for the deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins grow the lead coming out at halftime. His second scoring catch of the game.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket. But sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
PAT effort coming up. The point after splits the uprights. And the Dolphins stretch their lead to 21.
Bills 7.
The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Now Allen hits his running back. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and then creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Completed over the middle. He's close, but he is stopped before he can get to that first down. Picks up 4.
Brings up 3rd down.
Allen on 3rd and short. It's on target to Moore. And he's tackled with a first down yardage.
That pitch and catch won't show up as a big play on the stat sheet, but it gives his own defense a little time to rest. It gives an offensive coordinator a new set of downs to work with.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10.
R52.
To throw again, it's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, Kate, you kind of just sense their desperation. It's just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10. To the air again, Allen. Connection made to Shakir. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably and then go to work after.
Into a crowd, and that pass is intercepted. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers.
For big yards on the right side. And he's going to be down to within a yard of that red zone as the stop is made. Give him 38 on that one. And that is the Dolphins' first down.
That's good.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Thrown on first down, Willis. Caught just shy of the goal line. And we might be close to this lead growing again. That play gives them a first and goal.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Back-to-back big plays have them all set up. First and goal here.
Ready, right?
H.N. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3.
Well, that's just about textbook defense and how to shut down an RPO. The coverage was tight, the numbers were up, and then the bodies were there to stuff that run before it could get going.
3-yard line.
Ball still at the 3 as they get set for second and goal.
Let's go.
The play fake now. Willis to throw. Flushed out of the pocket. And he doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up third down. And as that one falls incomplete, Brock, the pressure ticks up just a bit because this has been too good a drive to not pay it off in the end zone.
Yeah, Kate, it's time to find your best matchup.
Yeah.
Unless you're already committed to going for it on fourth, you've got one more shot. Players, not plays. Get it to your best player.
And he's not going to get in. Another stand defensively. And they've made it fourth and goal. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. So the Dolphins bringing out the field goal unit for a try here. A very short kick here from the right hash. Now the Dolphins call a timeout. It's their first. As that'll leave them with just 2 to use the rest of the way. Now on fourth down, they're out to try for the field goal. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And the advantage now sits at 24.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Bills take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
A gain of 10 yards. And the Bills first down.
Allen now on first down. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Dolphins are going to have it after his second interception of the season.
They'll take over first and 10.
Well, depending on which side of the ball you're looking at here, Brock, things have either been very sharp or they've been just awful to start this second half. 2 drives, 2 interceptions now.
And where do you think I'm looking, Kate?
Oh, I know. Where you been looking?
Oh, it's a miserable place to be as a quarterback, just knowing you're hurting your team, not even giving yourself a chance, giving the ball away.
Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
Knocking 18. Here we go.
There's Achane up the middle. Good bit of running there, kicking that outside. This is going to be a gain of 8. A solid 8-yard gain there, and now they're going to have 3rd and 2.
That's a gain of 8.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
3rd and just 2 to go.
Ready. Let's go.
Quick pass, right side, complete. He stopped at the 31-yard line. A pickup of 2, maybe 3, but most importantly, Brock, that's enough to move the sticks.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
So just 1 quarter to go on Monday Night Primetime. It's their football, and with that type of lead we've got on the scoreboard, this game pretty close to over. New set of downs for him from the 31.
Let's go. Knocking 18.
Here's Willis to the air. On the move into the red zone. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
They'll come up on 1st and 10.
Come 19. Cowboys, come on, come on. Go.
From the red zone now. Makes the catch. And he's in for the Miami touchdown. The Dolphins keep running away with this. Ooh, baby, Brock, this one has gotten well out of hand.
You think so? I think this is utter domination. Going to be a lot of questions to be answered. I'm going to guess this is a press conference the coach isn't looking forward to.
The extra point is up, and it is good. And the Dolphins grow their lead yet again. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Well, that was almost a nice chunk play before he was able to recover and provide the hit that dislodges the football. You like to see that physical edge and scrappiness to contest any kind of shot plays deep.
And he's going to be stopped right around the 37. Offense in a hurry up here.
A gain of 12 yards. That's good for a Bills.
1st down throw for Allen. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Allen on the play action.
42-yard line.
Oh no, they get him yet again. And the Dolphins will take over as he records his first interception of our season.
Well, these were the kind of plays they needed, frankly, earlier in the game when it was still somewhat close. By this point, still a great play, but a bit of a hollow highlight with the game already decided.
The Dolphins in pretty good field position here as they come up 1st and 10. They go play action. Here's Willis. That'll be incomplete to start the new set of downs. No luck finding his receiver that time. And it's going to be second down.
Hey, Kate, I know it's unrealistic to expect a 100% completion rate from anywhere on the field. But in this close, you really shouldn't be missing too many throws. Those need to be borderline automatic.
Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete.
Kid, I promise you, if you and I got to travel the country and watch young quarterbacks, even really good high school quarterbacks, out routes are the hardest to complete. Slants, goes, fades, all that stuff comes somewhat naturally, but really trusting yourself to throw that out route, that comes with time and experience.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. Warriors, 70. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
Shotgun now on third down. Escapes the pocket. It's a big strike to Hill. And he will take this across. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins throwing 6 more on the blowout. Tyreek Hill the touchdown. His third through the air this game. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
That's up and through for the point after. And the Dolphins continue piling on to this lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
Over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
All right, Bills to the line now. First and 10. On first down, Allen. Big strike here to Moore. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds, just shy of that 10-yard line. It's a huge pickup on the play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
That's just so good. I mean, that is teaching tape right there. It's what you want your guys to do. To not just catch it and fall down, but have a plan. Yes, you got to catch it first, but then have a plan to go attack. Be aggressive. Get those yards after catch. That is a job well done.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Targets have far less room to work in this red zone, Brock, but down this close as a former quarterback, I'm just going to assume you got to feel like he should have been able to hold on through whatever.
Yeah, and every once in a while you get in that huddle and you remind them, now listen, guys, it's going to be contested. We know this. It's a physical game.
Yeah.
All 100 yards up and into the red zone and end zone. But when you get down here, you've got to come up with contested catches, and he couldn't.
It's a double-digit gain, 10 yards, and now they've got first and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want in the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
They'll break the huddle and come up on first and goal.
Look out!
He finds it right side. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills putting up points in a game decided. Not a lot of processing time from the moment he pulled it back to the moment he made that throw, Brock. But I think we can all agree he made the right choice not to hand it off, and then the right read on that throw.
Yeah, he sure did, kid. It kind of reminds me of the option quarterbacks of our day growing up, right? Those guys that made that pitch, and it was just second nature. They were on the run, guys all around. Didn't matter. He's going to put that pitch right on them. The great RPO quarterbacks of today do exactly the same thing with their throws.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Return coming from the 6. And he's is brought down just inside the 25.
Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Dolphins just about set up here. 1st and 10. Willis in the pistol. Is complete to Cole. And he'll go down after fighting his way to the 32.
That is a textbook 1st down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable. It creates space to take that shot downfield.
Shotgun snap now to Willis. Hits him on the out route. And he's down inside the 40 before he's escorted out. That one hits for 30. And it's going to be 1st down Miami.
I think every quarterback around the world would agree, Kate. You love throwing a short pass to a tight end and then give that guy a chance to show off his speed in the open field. He outruns defense to make it a much bigger game.
12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the 1st.
Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Dolphins looking like they'll start this season with a win. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Let's go now. Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Go.
Staying on the ground here with H.A. The stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal.
You know I love that, Kate, but you know who loved it even more? The late, great John Madden himself, the former lineman. He would have loved watching the student body get right out in front of that thing, those blockers just knocking people off the ball, and let him clear the way so that running back could show off his speed.
4 downs to get this across. Here's 1st and goal. H.A. Can't quite pass that line. They stop him at the 3. Clock is working against them as they hurry up to the line.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Touchdown, Miami. The Dolphins are running them out of the building.
Touchdown, Dolphins.
So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you've got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one splits the uprights. And the Dolphins continue adding on to that lead. The Dolphins have their kickoff team out as they kick it away. On the return, here comes Davis. And he'll break the 15, but not get much further. Tough field position to start this one out.
Their own 16-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And they're able to drive him out as he reaches the 45. It's a 30-yard gain, Brock, so unsurprisingly, that gives them a 1st down. Just one play into this drive, and they are already sitting on their own 45. 1st and 10, here's Allen. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
Back to the air, Allen. Dumped off to his running back. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. And goes to the hurry up here.
First down.
Hey, tight.
1st and 10 at the 44.
To throw again, it's Allen. incomplete. Wanted to dial up the aggressiveness there like that, but couldn't connect. Second down.
It is such a weapon offensively when you've got a big tight end that can stretch the field vertically. Not a lot of DBs have the size to cover him. They tried to get it to him in that spot where he could win it, but unfortunately, no connection to be made.
That's Kincaid with a catch out left. And he's hauled out of bounds as he takes this down to the 30. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Bills have a first down.
And those are the completions they rely on from their passing game.
At the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, Allen to the air. Dumps it off to his running back. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on first down.
We've heard it said, and I believe it to my core, football is the ultimate team sport. And a well-run screen like that is the ultimate team play because it takes all 11 doing their job.
20-yard line.
In a good spot here, 2nd and inches. Allen gonna throw again. And they're all over that screen, Brock. Didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. So Buffalo's gonna call it second timeout. And they're still gonna have one left at their disposal. 8th play of the drive now. They need 2 to keep it going. Here he is on 3rd and short. Got his man. Shakir has it. And it won't matter in the end, but nevertheless, he's in for the late touchdown. The Bills making the scoreboard look a touch better. Now, this one has been a long game, no doubt. But, hey, something positive to look back on there.
But they didn't quit, Kate, and I know that sounds a little cliche at this professional level, but it really is an important thing. This one will still hurt, but they showed some execution and fire.
Ryland able to connect on the point after. And the Bills cut into the lead by another point.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
All set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. Pretty good field position awaiting the Dolphins as they head up here, 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Achan. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9. And here's the timeout with just 1 second left on the clock. So we're going to have one more play left in a game that's already decided.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
All right, this is going to be the final play of the game.
Let's go now.
2nd down carry for Achan. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. And stop me if you've heard this before, Rob. They've scored again, and they grow that lead further. The Dolphins continue adding to an insurmountable lead. Devon Achan with the touchdown. So it's a win for the visiting Dolphins. And this isn't just anyone in O-Star form. They pick up what could end up being a key division victory to have later in this season. That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. The Dolphins, your winners, as we say so long from Buffalo.